Recently, a TikToker has been exposed for mostly being a bad friend, but also peeing herself everywhere that they go. This TikToker is Lilah Gibney, and this has made me fall down a rabbit hole. So I thought, why not inconvenience you guys and share all of Lilah Gibney's controversies that I have found. Hi guys, I am Milana, and today, like I said, we're talking about Lilah Gibney. There is so much. She is such a messy person, so let's just get into it. Let me give you some backstory on Lilah and who she is. So Lilah Gibney is a 27-year-old trans influencer in LA, but she is originally from Iowa. She currently has 110k followers on TikTok, 80k on Instagram, and 56k on YouTube. She's been on YouTube for a long time, and I would say that she's quite famous in like the LA scene. So she's not like a super famous influencer by any means. She's kind of like a I'd even say like a niche influencer. She's always at like these random influencer parties, and she used to be in Tana Mongeau's group, and that kind of explains what scene she's in, if you get what I mean. But they have kind of faded. Like, I wouldn't say she's in their group anymore. Before we get into her recent messy controversies, I thought it would be good to have a fully rounded look into her past, and something I found which I'm shocked was not covered more at the time, at least I don't remember it being covered, happened on the 30th of June 2019. Now, she's actually a victim in this situation. I just thought it would be interesting to cover because this is one of the things that I found when I typed in Lilah Gibney and I went way back on like news sources on Google. So, her and her friend had actually gotten kicked out of a Team 10 house party after a video editor that was there said that her and her friends were not real girls. She had posted like a video on her YouTube about this titled "Kicked Out of Team 10 for Being Transgender, Video Proof." And then on July 9th, 2019, she had posted another video titled "Getting Sued for Being Transgender," where she claims that Team 10's manager at the time, Adam Quinn, pressured her to delete her stories and also threatened legal action. I just thought to mention this because I did not remember this being covered at the time, and also it shows that even back in like 2019, was it 2019? Yeah, even back in 2019, she was at these influencer house parties, so she's been in the influencer sphere for 6 years. And for a while after this controversy, which she did not do anything wrong in this, by the way, in this controversy, she had stayed relatively drama-free. Obviously, there was some stuff that she had gotten up to with Tana Mongeau, but nothing crazy, nothing that the internet felt like, oh, this needs to be talked about. But that all changed on the 22nd of June 2024. This happened during Alex Warren and Kova Anon's wedding. Basically, what had transpired is Alex and Kova held a garden wedding ceremony in, and I'm so sorry if I pronounce this wrong, Escondido, California, and they had wanted like an unplugged wedding, which if you don't know what an unplugged wedding is, it basically means that no one should be on their phones or taking photos or like videos, which by the way, I don't really know why people take photos or videos at weddings anyways, like on their phones, because like a photographer is hired for a reason, and I'm pretty sure your iPhone quality photos will not be better than whatever the videographer or photographer can provide. But Kova and Alex were very set on their wedding being unplugged. There was even a sign saying, "We invite you to be fully present with us at our ceremony. Kindly turn off all cell phones and cameras." Lilah was a guest at this wedding, and she had decided to record and post a vlog of her experience at the wedding, as well as a few TikTok videos. Now, not only was this rude because obviously the bride and groom had requested everybody to be present, and like I said, they wanted the wedding to be unplugged, which I'm not gonna lie is quite hard if everybody that you've invited is an influencer. I bet these influencers are used to being on their phone 24/7 and they're used to vlogging any and every occasion. But people found this quite rude because Lilah had actually uploaded this video before Alex and Kova themselves had posted any of their own wedding footage. And due to this, it just kind of seemed like Lilah wanted to like get ahead and kind of post something first so that all of Kova and Alex's fans, who are clearly looking forward to the wedding, who want to know about the wedding, you know, the first influencer that posts anything about this wedding is going to get the most traction and probably the most views, and it just seemed like Lilah wanted to be that influencer so bad, which honestly is kind of embarrassing, especially if the bride and groom specifically asked for an unplugged wedding. Now, people obviously reacted negatively to this, and it did not help that Lilah responded in the worst way on TikTok by saying, and I quote, "I thought a cute little VHS video of literally the most beautiful wedding ever would make people so happy. That's my way of showing love and affection, honestly." Which just sounded like a lame excuse and also a lack of responsibility, if anything. Now, Alex and Kova didn't respond directly to this drama, but they did comment saying period and this is a valid take, basically kind of alluring that they were not okay with what Lilah had done. Now, all this being said, this brings us to 6 months ago, April 2025, when a Reddit post was posted on the Tana Mongeau podcast subreddit titled, "Heads up, a recent guest on the show stole money from me," and in brackets, Lilah Gibney. Photo proof, don't trust her. Ep 117. Lilah Gibney stole money from me. Don't trust her. I just feel like I have to warn everyone. I'm including screenshots and screen recordings for proof. So basically, because Lilah Gibney was living a lie that was clearly out of her financial means, she posted on her Instagram stories that she was selling some of her designer clothes that she never wore. She posted a picture of this jacket, and I used to follow the designer, so I DM'd her saying that I would buy it. It was really simple. She said $200 and I agreed immediately. Little did I know that was the worst lapse of judgment I've ever had so far in my life. We went back and forth and I told her I didn't have Cash App, so she made me Venmo her friend Molly Little, who was also friends with Brooke at the time, and photographed with Tana. Not sure if she's still on social media, but if she is, don't trust her either. Anyway, I paid. Days went by, then that turned into weeks and I realised she never sent it. I DM'd her asking for them to be sent, and I really regret how nice and understanding I was to her at first. She obviously doesn't give a single fuck about anyone but herself, not even a supporter, if she's willing to take money from them and never give them what she promised. I tried to just get her friend Molly Little to send me the money back on Venmo, but she said no, and was just oozing entitlement and rudeness. All during this time, I saw Lilah on Instagram boasting about going out to expensive dinners so much, and every time I'm like, are you using my money to pay that bill? Or are different funds that fell for your bullshit? To her, that $200 was a dinner a night out. To others, $200 is a month's worth of groceries, it's filling their prescriptions. To me, it was a jacket that I paid for and rightfully deserved. In an effort to get my money back, I contacted Venmo. Venmo said to contact police. At that point, it became less about getting my money back and more about making sure that she never did this to anyone ever again, especially somebody who follows her, supports her, and trusts her. I even went as far as to comment on her Instagram, and then she restricted me from commenting. I was definitely mean in the comment, but it was after she scammed me, then went out and bragged about spending a bunch of money, so my emotions were heightened. Moral of the story, I still really enjoy the podcast, but this experience has made me realise I can't assume everyone they feature is trustworthy. It definitely made me lose some trust in their credibility, and I hope they take a closer look at who they're giving a platform to in the future. And then the poster also posted saying update after an overwhelming response of encouragement to make a TikTok video. I did. Hopefully she won't get away with scamming more people in the future, but I for some reason can't click on the TikTok link. This actually isn't the first time that Lilah has scammed someone or scammed just in general. She actually went onto a podcast with Tana Mongeau and literally bragged about in the past just scamming and getting free stuff from Starbucks, which is so embarrassing. I know it's a corporation, I know it's not the same as scamming an individual, but honestly, like, I think integrity just follows you no matter what, and clearly this girl just has no integrity whatsoever.
Yeah. There's excuses when people are like, I'm so poor. It's like, fix it. Figure it out.
Oh my God. Can you talk about your Starbucks scam?
Okay.
I actually don't know.
Oh God. I used to.
A bunch of scammers over here.
Okay. Preface, I used to. I make my own money.
The way I know it was last Thursday, but she used to.
What? I always reload my Starbucks card. You never Apple Pay me. Anyways, when I used to work at McDonald's the night shift, I used to, go to the grocery store with a duffel bag, stuff it full, get like $300 of groceries and pay like $3. First of all, what had to do what she had to do to survive.
Yeah, it's not a felony if it's under $9.50.
Right, perfect.
And we're doing smash and grab at Ralph's.
And then I would go next door to Goodwill, stuff it full, take all my Instagram content with my wig, and then I would go to Starbucks and be like, I'm so confused. I think another homeless person took my order again for the
like your
30th day in a
mobile
row.
order.
And they're like, oh my God, like Lilah Ryan, like goes to Strawberry RC. I'm like, I love your shoes, Casey.
So essentially, the scam is saying that you had a mobile order and someone took it.
Yeah, take notes, figure it out. Don't be like.
I bet they knew it.
Now, let's move on to the surviving Lilah Gibney drama. This was first exposed by Cole Carrigan on TikTok, and I will be putting in little clips here and there of his TikTok. So to start off, it's good to know some background about Cole and Lilah's relationship. Cole used to live in LA around 2020, and he describes Lilah as being his yin and yang. But he had moved out of LA and he went through an addiction, but he's now 15 months sober. He also states in his video that he hasn't flown or travelled anywhere in 5 years. So Cole wants to go to a Tate McRae concert, which he has to travel to get to because this is in LA. And Lilah hits him up, offering for him to stay with her, and that's just gotten arranged. At the time, his flight was supposed to leave on Wednesday. Now, he had a few problems with his flight because he had a family emergency. I'll insert the clip just so I think that he can explain it better, and basically this is just a good piece of context to have, just to know the type of state that Cole was in, before flying over to stay with Lilah.
I booked my flight to leave that Wednesday. Then the day before, I found out that my grandpa had like less than a week to live from the doctor saying, and was about to go into hospice. So I obviously was like, I can't go. I canceled my flight. Never lost someone so close to me, and was debating back and forth if I should still go because I had bought in the ticket already. They all told me your grandfather would want you to go. He would want you to have fun. He's still going to be here when you get back. Go do this for him. Live in the moment. And I kind of took this as like my last bit of fun before like this wall of grief was going to hit me when I got home.
Now, Cole hints in his TikTok that Lilah has some issues related to abusing substances, and Cole is sober, so obviously he knows that he needs to be strong, putting himself back into a scenario like that.
Not my business to tell, but it plays a huge part in the story time, so I will leave as many details out as possible. But she basically, before I flew out, opened up to me about struggling with some issues that I had before. So I kind of knew what I was walking into, that I had to be tough, know that I'm back in LA. I might be surrounded by some things, but I know that I'm strong and I'm good to go. So I had some anxiety about it, but I let her know that she has my support. I'm here for her, was helping her look up facilities.
Cole lands in LA. Him and Lilah go to get a facial, which they both post onto their Instagram story, and then they go get a spray tan, which Cole pays for the spray tan. Then, whilst they are getting ready, stuff starts going downhill.
So we're getting ready, and when we're almost done ready, she starts ripping her apartment apart. And she's like, I can't find my rugs. To the point where she literally looks at me and accuses me of taking it. She's like, you know what? It was in my hand. It doesn't just disappear. I know you took it. I know you have it. I know you took it. Where is it? Give it to me. Literally zero consideration how triggering it might be hearing somebody say, you stole my shit. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And I physically could not hear that anymore, to the fact that I was trying to ease her anxiety. And I was like, fuck it. Like, look through my stuff. Like, I'll help you look for it. She had somebody recovering in sobriety looking for her shit for her, so she would stop blaming me. Like, that is so insane. Then she, I guess, finally accepts that it's lost or gone, but is convinced that I still have it. So we're an hour late to dinner. So as we're pulling up to dinner, she has this photographer come take fake paparazzi photos for her for free. And then when we are going in, I'm like, oh, I'll pop in 1 or 2 with you just for the memories, since I flew across the country to see you for the first time in 5 years. And she was like, no, he's gonna charge you. It'll be like $250 for that. So I was like, it's okay, girl. I'll just go get our
So Cole goes inside to hold their table, and he's literally sitting there alone for almost an hour when Lilah finally shows up, and she starts going off on him, saying that he's been really ungrateful all day and that he's complaining after she got him all of this free stuff. Then she tells him he can pack his things and get out when they get home. Meanwhile, she is leaving the table, constantly to film TikToks in the bathroom. And according to Cole, she even ends up wetting herself multiple times throughout the night.
She pretty much left me at the table the whole time. She would go to the bathroom for 30 minutes, and then I'd see on her story she's posting TikToks. Meanwhile, she literally peed in the catch booth like 3 or 4 times, and at the concert in her seats, and in multiple
at the restaurant on an Ubers. And when Cole comes home that night, he goes into Lilah's closet and he finds multiple pairs of his old Dior Converse and his old sunglasses, which clearly Lilah has stolen from him. At this point, Cole says he's just trying to survive the trip, which I do not blame him for, and he's trying to stay calm because the only thing that is keeping him there is the Tate McRae concert. But the next day, things just don't get any better whatsoever. Lilah apparently makes her friend, who had just been discharged from the hospital because her implants were rejecting, come over to her house to do her hair for free. Which, what? Like, why would you do that? And she doesn't even pay this hairdresser. She just does it all for a tag on social media, which is so messed up. And Cole also helps film her little TikTok transitions before the concert. And when he's finally done getting ready, she just leaves with another photographer without even asking if Cole wants to come get photos as well, which I don't really get this. Like, your friend is literally in town. Why wouldn't you want to go get photos together? Like, this is your friend that you've had for years, you've not seen in ages. Go and get photos done together. And later that night, Cole meets back up with her for the concert, but he claims that she ended up peeing in her seat again, and she spent most of the time name-dropping celebrities she supposedly knew, saying things like she just hung out with Cardi B and Justin Bieber. But after the show, Cole says that they literally struggled and they could not get into any after parties at all. So he got an Uber back to her apartment, packed up his stuff, and booked a flight home, which I think that obviously he is in the right. Also, Ava Louise had commented under this TikTok, and she had experiences with Lilah as well. She said, "You're being too nice in this, I'm not gonna lie. Guys, I guarantee it was 10 times worse than Cole's even describing. We're just used to this behaviour." Not to mention, everyone, not the first time Lilah has done this to Cole. Now, the very obvious part of this story that everybody seemed to latch onto is the fact that Lilah seems to constantly just wet herself, and she has weirdly talked about it often as well as pooing herself, which I will insert these clips.
Where the fuck am I? Let me walk next door to like the Holiday Inn or whatever fucking hotel that was. I walk next door to the hotel. Of course, she's already cussing me out because I don't have shoes on or a mask on. Then I realized I wet the bed and was covered in pee. So I don't know if it was the cat piss or my piss at that apartment, but neither were cute. I was like, how do I make this girl think that I'm staying here? So I'm like, hey babe, my friend Sugar Daddy bought us a room and she's sleeping, but I just need a phone charger because my phone's dead. I blacked out at the club last night. Like, what the fuck do I fucking do? Like, I literally just need my Starbucks. I don't have shoes. I'm covered in piss. She did not care. She was not amused, fazed, bothered, didn't care about me or my well-being at all. Talk about survival of the fittest. Bitch, I'm not fit, but I survived getting home at fucking 9 in the morning, wetting my pants because I had a UTI. Like, I was wearing leather shorts and I just kept wetting myself. Like, at one point we were in the Uber and I just started peeing. And I was like, oh my God, who spilled their Voss water or vodka Red Bull? Like I'm blacked out at Lady Gaga. What am I supposed to do? Go to urgent care? Like, no, I'm busy. Uh-oh, I'm like gonna shit my pants.
Please don't shit your pants. It's funny because she is the only friend where, like, if she says that, it's not like an exaggeration.
What do I do if I have to go? Make a full overtension?
Well, I just want to let you know that 99% of the population would just hold it.
She's also wearing your little white shorts.
Are you wearing my little white shorts? Yeah. My Brandy shorts? If you do shit yourself, take them off before. Do not shit yourself in those.
I'm not shitting myself in this sort of manner. If I shit myself, I'm gonna have to sit on the side outside of LAX.
You shit outside at LAX?
It was Australia. Oh no, it was LAX. After I landed from New York, I was wearing chrome sweats, no underwear, and I thought it was gonna
Don't
work.
tell this story. You couldn't waterboard this out of me if it happened to me, but first of all, the fact that you can say the sentence, I'm Lilah Gibney and I've shit myself at LAX. Outside in public. She's doing it, y'all. She's doing it. I don't even know what to say. I made her take off my clothes. Oh my God.
Open road.
So disturbing. And that's our best.
Oh, I think I smell something.
No. Close the door.
Imagine being this drunk.
I
Like, imagine him going home to his family being like, they'll never guess what happened
happened?
today. Wipe again with the other pair. Wipe again with the other pair. Wipe again.
Can you put something back on, like cover your asshole?
People have speculated this is because of her bottom surgery, that she may not be able to hold anything in, but then a lot of people are saying that she has always done this, like she has had these problems for ages and she just genuinely does not care. Like, this is just her. It's nothing to do with surgery. And a lot of people have come out with their own Surviving Lilah Gibney story time. And Michaela Testa had posted a defense video because her and Lilah are friends, which Michaela is just dodgy. I don't know. Everybody in the LA scene to me is just very dodgy. But she had later deleted it and posted a comment onto a TikTok because somebody had re-uploaded her defense video. And the comment read, "I deleted because I didn't know about any SA claims. Sorry for having hope in someone I immediately watched once someone commented and deleted my video." And from this comment, I gathered two things: that there was one, an SA claim, and two, that Michaela needs English lessons because this comment is so bloody confusing. I couldn't find any videos talking about SA, but also this would be the type of video that TikTok would have sadly taken down. But I tried to, and I couldn't find anything that wasn't just like a stupid AI voiceover, which that's obviously not proof. So I'm not going to present that to you guys as proof. So that's kind of it for the Lilah Gibney drama. Let me know what you guys think. I honestly was shocked and also not shocked at the same time, because if a lot of people are saying the same thing about a person, then that is obviously true. And Lilah Gibney has not had the best reputation. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in another video. Bye bye.